Hello, my name is Marta Venegas, and I am going to talk about the wall today. The wall in the southern border has been one of the main topics on the presidential campaigns, and I want to introduce you with more information about it and how it's going to actually affect instead of helping. One of the things is about the circular flow. Now that there is more security on the border, the government by itself has stopped the circular flow. The circular flow used to work where immigrants will come into the United States, work for a while, and then go back home. But now that is more hard to come into the United States. Now they are forcing them basically to stay here and bring their families to them because it gets hard to cross back and forth. Another thing is about the natural habitat. I have been along the border. There are really, really beautiful places there. This is a picture where I show you with the Sonoran Desert, which you can see. I don't think people will cross through there. They are really bad, and they're really already getting affected by the wall, by the construction of the wall. As you can see, this is another picture where you can actually see that it's being affected. Another thing is that wildlife is being affected. Um, this is some of the species that will get affected. They are from the Rio Grande Valley National Wildlife Refuge. And if the border wall is built, you will see that they won't be able to go back and forth, and their natural habitat will be destroyed, and they will be affected real bad. This is another picture that I found. It is from let me see. It is from the Big Bend National Park. This river right here in the park, you can see that the river is separating Mexico on the right from the United States on the left. And imagine just having a border wall crossing through there. The river is already in danger, so imagine how the wall will actually affect it. So there are many reasons to be against the wall along the southern border, including the loss of habitat for some of our smallest and most important animals. So we should really think about it. Um, Another thing is the price. The price has been crazy. There is a lot of billions and billions of dollars, but everybody has a different estimate. President Donald Trump said there is 12 billions. On another hand, the House Speaker Paul Ryan said it's going to be actually 15 billion. The Department of Homeland Security says it's going to be 22 billion. Washington Post says 25 billion, and the Senate Democrats report say it's going to be actually 70 billion. This is not an accurate estimate, but some people say Mexico is going to pay for it. Some people are saying trying to approve a budget for it. So if they do approve the budget, we will be the ones paying for it because they will want to be eventually getting their money back. So what they're going to do, increase our taxes. We're going to be paying more taxes, and it's going to be a catastrophic amount that or even our great great grandchildren are gonna pay for it. Um, in here, I add a picture so you can actually have an idea of how the border looks. Most of the border it's already covered by the Rio Grande. People have died there trying to swim through it, so I don't think that's an actual good idea. Which, as you can see, it's already a border there. There is the red and yellow line is the pedestrian fence and the vehicle fence. Those lines already are barriers existing there, and they're still there. So I don't believe there is a need of the wall. Here are some of the prototypes. They have been done by construction companies, and the cost of each one. They haven't been approved. I got to see them. They are in El Paso, and they're pretty big, and they're amazing, but I don't support the cows for they're there. Um, as you can see, there is already a wall. There is already the border patrol. They have the one of the highest technologies. I'm sorry, I went blank for a second. Yeah, they have the highest technology there. And one of the main reasons is the wall will not. It's not going to work. They're not going to stop immigrants. Immigrants usually. There were studies done last year where it shows that most of the immigrants get here by air and not anymore trying to cross the border. They also were saying they wanna the wall will stop terrorism, which is not because studies show that the terrorisms have been here done in the United States have been done by U.S. citizens. They also agree. They also say and agree that the wall will stop the cartel, which actually no, the cartel always will smart out the checkpoints. They do have a lot of money, and they are gonna find their way out to anything. One of the main topics right now that you have here in the news is about the separation of families. The wall is not gonna help to solve this problem. People will still try to get here, and it's really sad being uh, a Hispanic person and seeing all these people trying to cross and being separate from their families. I actually know a family. They were deported 8 months ago, and they haven't found out any information about their kids. So this is a system that is broken and needs to be fixed. And this one are use some of the ideas, some of the reasons why the wall is a bad idea, but it should, if you're interested, you can look more into it. We can also try to write letters, call the Senate, and because it takes only one person to do a movement and a change. Thank you. I hope you like my presentation.